Hi, welcome to Soul Connection. I am your host, Polly Jo Labbe, and tonight we do a connection, an evening of healing and messages. That's what we will do each and every Wednesday night. We will do a meditation to clear your energy and make sure that the clearest channel for you can be open, releasing any physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual pain that you may be holding onto. And after the meditation, we will draw a card for anybody who wants one to get a guided message. So welcome to Rob being in the house. I love starting off every show with Rob because Rob always starts with, "What'd you know, Polly Jo?" And it puts a smile on my face. So thanks, Rob, because it's always lovely to see you. And welcome, Lindsay and Chris, to the show this evening. Lindsay is one of my first-year students, and Chris gets to participate as being the significant other, which is always fun. Welcome, Neshi, the queen of Star Nations Radio. She is the one who makes everything happen, not just for the shows, but for the magazine that comes out every month with just amazing information for you guys if you haven't had a chance to pick it up. Good evening, Nicole. Glad to see you. Glad to have you in the house. And Karen. Karen is also a student here at Trinity School of Mystical Energy Healing. She's one of my second-year students. So glad you could join me. We are in fabulous energy this evening. We are on the cusp of the full moon. And whenever the full moon happens, we have an opportunity to really shift a lot of energy quickly. And I love the opportunity to do that with you and for you. If you haven't joined our show before, it is a new show. I do a channeled meditation. So I am guided on what to say and when to say it to help everyone release what they need to. And if you are listening to this after the show is over, you're still getting the healing benefits because it is meant to carry the vibration for when you listen to it. So welcome aboard. Hi, Margaret. Really glad to see you. Love your profile picture. Meant to tell you that the other day I saw it. What a great job. So when we do a meditation, I encourage you to get yourself comfortable, either in a chair or laying down if you feel more comfortable. But no matter what, you want to have your arms and your legs uncrossed. We want to keep our energy circuits wide open. That will allow the healing energy to flow. When our circuits are crossed, it can send energy shooting back upwards, which can act like a pinball machine and may cause some discomfort. So I highly recommend keeping your arms and your legs uncrossed for this healing meditation. And if you have anything in particular that you would like your angels, your guides, or the divine to work on, if you're having trouble at work, if you're having pain, it does, thank you, Rob, for posting that. Does it also include lotus and lotus style? No, it does not. But if you are kind of faking the lotus position, and people know what I'm talking about, if you aren't fully engaged where both sides are exactly even, then the circuit at the bottom needs to hold the energy of a figure 8. So sitting lotus with them so that both sides are perfectly even, then you're fine. Just a number of people sit a little tilted, one leg more crossed than the other. So you want to be careful of that because we want a figure 8 energy at the very bottom. So fabulous question, Rob. Thanks for asking. So get yourself in this space where you feel really comfortable, at ease, and just know that the energy is going to flow through from the top of the head down, all the way down through your feet. Regular He keeps asking great questions. Regular cross-legged is a no. Yes, regular cross-legged is a no. The energy, what it does is it crosses circuits that are in your first chakra. We have some secondary chakras that are in our feet and in our knees. And one of them, when you sit regular cross-legged, you usually block one or two of those. And that can be enough to keep you ungrounded. And I don't know if you guys can see it. You probably can't. Maybe it's just a little tiny blip. But I have a ladybug that landed on my shoulder and apparently is going to do meditation with us because I'm not going to get rid of our our little mascot here. So, you know, if you would, before we start, if you have an opportunity to like and share the broadcast, it will allow more people to share the healing energy with us. Even if they share it after the show, that's fine because they can still receive the healing benefits. The way the divine works through me for this healing is that it's all about the vibration. And as soon as you hear my voice in the meditative state, then you will start feeling the vibration run through your body. So you can do this in the future. Thank you, Neshi, for reminding me. She just loved and shared the broadcast. So thank you. So yeah, we can't figure out what to call this. It doesn't feel like a show because it's really an evening of healing. It's more like a service, a healing service. So, so get a chance to get yourself comfortable, and I'll encourage you to start taking a few really deep breaths. And when I say take a deep breath, you want to breathe all the way into your belly and allow yourself to release any way you need to. You can make noise, you can stretch, you can yawn. If you've not had a healing session or watched me do this before, you are going to hear some clearing noises. That is an indication of energy moving for the entire group, including in the future. So I am working on anyone who will ever tap into this broadcast. So it can get a little noisy. It'll sound a little bit like burping or a little squawky. But that means something really deep is releasing and being handed over to the ancestors. So it's a really good thing when I make noise. So take a couple of deep breaths. And we're going to first begin by creating a sacred space for you and for me, calling in the divine energy, however we perceive that, to surround and protect us in a bubble of love and infinite light.
Yeah.
And we invite in our angels, our guides, our ancestors, our master teachers, our totem animals, all divine beings that we connect to of the highest, fullest vibration available to us in this moment of now.
Yeah.
And as you begin, we're going to call in the energy of the divine to come in to heal us this evening or afternoon or morning, whenever you are watching.
Yeah.
You may feel a pressure above your head, a tingling or heat. You may sense white light or gold above your head.
Yeah.
And that is the divine energy ready to connect with you. And it is waiting for permission.
Yeah.
So take a moment to allow the divine energy to flow through you, to clear you, and make room for wonderful things to happen for you, releasing all old energy that no longer serves you or your highest best.
Yeah.
And the energy will begin to clear down through the crown, through the top of your head. And as it does so, remember to call back all the pieces of yourself that you have left scattered through distraction.
Yeah.
Calling all pieces of you back home into the present, into the now. Releasing all worry from past or future.
Yeah.
Taking this moment of connection to your soul and what it needs from you on this physical and spiritual journey.
Yeah.
And allow the discordant thoughts to calm, the spinning,
Yeah.
all of the ways that we get caught in the what ifs and the should be's.
Yeah.
And instead anchor our energy in this moment of now.
Yeah.
Calling in balance to our perception.
Yeah.
Calling in balance to all 5 of our senses and how we receive that information, along with our intuition.
Yeah.
Clearing any pathways of divine communication that we may have closed, knowingly or unknowingly.
Yeah.
So that we are open to hear and receive that which is being sent to us as messages. Hear clearly the truth in communication with others.
Yeah.
And opening the pathway for us to be heard fully in our personal truth in all communication.
Yeah.
Allow your jaw to relax. No need to clamp it tight, holding on to words unspoken.
Yeah.
No need to hold onto control of what is happening around you in your environment, in your job, in your life.
Yeah.
For in this moment, you are simply here for you and your healing. And as you breathe, just allowing the divine to gently relax your neck, releasing all the stress and the tension that you hold there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Allowing the energy to flow more fully down the spine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Opening the pathways of communication.
Yeah.
In your authentic truth, the unique way you express you.
Yeah.
Opening the way for creativity and creative ideas to flow through you.
Yeah.
and opening the communication between the divine and you so that you may open all brilliant ideas and anchor them to take action.
Yeah.
Releasing the energy from the tops of the shoulders where you hold the burdens of your life and the burdens that others have given to you.
Yeah.
Allowing the energy to gently dissipate.
Yeah.
Allowing the responsibilities to fall in this moment so that you are simply once more here for you and your soul connection.
Yeah.
Breathing light into any area where you feel pain, discomfort, or stuck energy.
Yeah.
And as the white and gold light shines on those tight spots, just imagine them gently dissolving
Yeah.
as if they were in water.
Yeah.
Beginning to move into the lungs and the rib cage.
Yeah.
Moving the energy down into the heart.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Allowing the lungs and the heart to fill with the breath of life.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Making room for you to breathe in and enjoy your life more fully.
Yeah.
And beginning to clear the heart of all of the stuck energy, the disappointments, the sadness, and the grief that may be residing there.
Yeah.
Any actions that we may need to seek forgiveness for or grant forgiveness to another about.
Yeah.
Giving the heart room to fill with genuine love from the universe as well as compassion. For we are all here having a human experience and as such are meant to make mistakes.
Yeah.
So this is how we learn our soul lessons, our soul purpose is through our mistakes.
Yeah.
They aren't truly a mistake, they are a teaching device.
Yeah.
And make room within your heart chambers. For there resides your inner child, your inner adult, your inner sage elder, and your inner warrior.
Yeah.
For within the heart lies all the ways you are guided
Okay.
in this lifetime. Ways you are given signals within your own physical body.
Yeah.
Filling the inner child with joy and wonderment,
Yeah.
safety and security. Releasing any wounding energy that may be squeezing the child into a smaller version of who they are meant to be within you.
Yeah.
And releasing from the inner adult all the doing,
Yeah.
all the times that we make things happen or try to make things happen rather than allowing things to unfold as they are meant.
Yeah.
Standing in our being rather than in our doing.
Yeah.
For we are meant to be a human being, not a human doing.
Yeah.
And clearing the energy around our inner warrior, that aspect of ourselves that is how we fight and advocate attached to our soul lesson and our soul purpose. Where we are each here and guided to have something to take action on to create change here on the earth plane.
Yeah. Yeah.
And allowing our warrior to fight in a peaceful manner. One that takes action rather than reaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
And clearing energy around our sage elder. The wise one we have carried with us through all of our lifetimes, that holds the knowledge from all of our lifetimes.
Yeah.
So that which we seek to know lies right within us, if we are only able to quiet and listen within.
Yeah.
And releasing the energy in the back of the spine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And moving into the belly, into the solar plexus, our personal sun, our divine spark, our flame that lies within.
Yeah.
Releasing all things causing our flame to flicker or weaken, or even to burn out of control.
Yeah.
Releasing the anxiety, the stress, the worry, the overwhelm that can cause the flame to dim.
Yeah.
And the anger, the resentment, the judgment,
Yeah.
even the hatred that can burn the fire too hot.
Yeah.
Spreading a calm within the belly. filling those spaces with a fuller self-esteem, filling our self-confidence and our self-worth.
Yeah.
So that we may stand in the fullness that is us, our uniqueness.
Yeah.
And then moving into the lower belly and the lower back, calling on our inner water energy to calm into a gentle ebb and flow. Granting us space to feel all of our emotions fully. There is no wrong and no right, but simply is. Our emotions are an indicator.
Yeah.
And so all are equally worthy to feel and express.
Yeah.
And clearing any toxic energy that may be residing within.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any difficulty we've had with our relationship with ourselves. Ways we may have spoken unkindly to ourselves. Treated ourselves like less than or not enough.
Yeah.
And those toxic relationships that we have with others that are not equal in the giving and the receiving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Releasing any old energy around abuse or trauma or addictions that may be impeding the flow within the belly
Yeah.
and the lower back.
Yeah.
Moving the energy into the hips so that our manifestation energy can take root.
Yeah.
Anchored in the foundation of both legs, so that as it moves through our first chakra, our root chakra, connecting to the earth, we clear all the ways that we feel unsafe or unsecure.
Yeah.
The way our finances and our family may impact
Yeah.
our sense of safety and security.
Yeah.
And allowing the energy to move all the way down through the legs, creating space for us to be flexible in our life, in all that happens, that we must react to or take action from.
Yeah.
Clearing both legs to walk our spiritual path equally in our spirit, equally in our physical body, and allowing them to walk hand in hand.
Yeah.
And as the energy goes down from our feet into the floor or into the earth, imagine the roots of your giant tree as large as a sequoia or a redwood, the elaborate roots that hold and anchor you.
Yeah.
You're going deeper and deeper down through the earth, through all the layers, past rock and stone and crystal and ancient civilizations,
Yeah.
all the way to the center, to the Earth Mother's heartbeat. And allow your roots to wrap firmly around that center. That heart, that molten lava core, holds the original energy of creation.
Yeah.
And in this moment, allow that beautiful creation energy to begin to come up through the roots of your personal tree, to fill in all those places where energy was released. Filling with the divine energy in a beautiful and nurturing way.
Yeah.
As it begins to move up your feet and your legs, feel the warmth that is created from the earth, like a beautiful honey. So that any pockets of energy that left spaces or feel like it left spaces all begin to fill.
Yeah.
Through your back and your spine and your belly.
Yeah.
Beginning to move up into your ribs and your heart, your spine behind your heart,
Yeah.
behind your shoulder blades.
Yeah.
And as it begins to fill your heart, imagine your heart in each compartment just filling with this beautiful, loving, divine, feminine energy.
Yeah.
Filling your inner child, your inner adult, your warrior, and your sage elder.
Yeah.
Like a giant cup, like the sacred Holy Grail.
Yeah.
And even imagine your heart stretching to hold even more love, more light, more compassion and forgiveness.
Yeah.
And as your heart begins to overflow its love energy, imagine it trickling down your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands, filling your hands fully so that everything you touch will hold the divine energy, the masculine and the feminine equally within you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then traveling up the neck and into the back of the head, the top of the head, and even feel it begin to flow over and out of the head like a beautiful fountain. And as that energy spills down, it begins to fill and repair anywhere in your aura where you may have tears or holes.
Yeah.
for this will fill and cleanse your immune system.
Yeah.
And feel the energy radiate out, creating a larger and larger personal bubble. In front of you, behind you, above you, below you, and on either side of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in this moment, I ask that we send healing energy to those in need, those who have prayed for healing, those who have asked for healing.
Yeah.
And if they are not meant to receive healing, allow it to go to someone who needs it. For all healing work is done for the good of all and harm to none, which includes ourselves.
Yeah.
And take a moment to send healing energy down to Mother Earth as well, for she lovingly holds us and supports us each and every day, granting us food and shelter and water.
Yeah.
And there is much energy to clear for her. And any energy we choose to release and place down with her, she composts it and turns it into something magnificent. So even in clearing our own energy, we help her to create new, beautiful healing energy for the planet.
Yeah.
Now, there are one or two of you who are connected, either now or in the future now, who are having symptoms of either fibromyalgia or Lyme disease or both. There's a pressure beneath the skull and in the middle of the heart. So I'm asking everyone to breathe energy into the spine, beneath the neck, all the way down to the heart, to release the energy for these people,
Yeah.
to clear that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Releasing old repressed anger, old trauma that has been held too tightly.
Yeah.
And gently allow it to move down the body and into the ground. And I thank all of you for helping with that.
Yeah.
And now take a moment of gratitude with the divine, with your guides, with your angels. You may ask for a personal message. You can just send love back.
Yeah.
So this is your moment of reflection and connection. And now we are going to take a few deep breaths. And with each deep breath, I invite you to return more gently to the now.
Yeah.
Dissolving your meditation, knowing that your connection will carry forward with you as long as you need it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to begin to doing card readings. So if you would like a card reading, please ask for one in the comments. I'm going to start with Karen because she was having difficulty with her computer and asked before she left the meditation. Welcome, Judy. Glad to see you. So, Karen, your card is Shadow of the Divine Healers. So here's Karen's card. And Shadow is not as scary as it sounds. It is a place where your inner child is trying to stretch and show you love and attention.
Yeah.
But there's some aspect of you that is still behaving in a reactive way. So some people will call that the shadow. So there are ways that you are still creating shadow or experiencing shadow from other people. And in that space, call in your divine healers and ask them to assist you in feeling the fullness of your inner child and unmasking the shadow that is working around you. Because often we get confused, and in the confusion, there is shadow that is working. So that is your card, my dear. So, Lindsay,
Yeah.
your card is Appreciation, also by the Divine Healers. Oh, the Divine Helpers, excuse me. This is when the Divine Helpers, your guides, your angels, they're showering you with recognition and appreciation for all that you are doing and how you are moving forward in your life at this moment. I think of it as getting a gold star on your report card. And they are showing you that you have been doing a lot of hard work. And they want you to know that you are being rewarded for it by the divine. So pay close attention to any gifts that come your way in the next few days. And take a moment of gratitude when you receive them, because usually it's a very unexpected thing, but exactly what we need in the moment. And so just take a moment for complete appreciation. And you know how to do that. You have a really good job at doing that. Rob, let's see what you got. You got Partnerships and Love. Put it right there for a second. So Partnerships and Love is a card from the nature spirits. And the nature spirits are reminding you how important connection is. We're all here to be part of the divine family, but we can't do it alone, and we're not meant to do it alone. So know that it's a time of coming together. It's often a time of creating new ideas with others, new connections, and really facilitating groups that are based on unconditional love. And again, this is another card where the divine helpers have stars. They're going to shower you with appreciation as well when you create these new loving and fulfilled partnerships. So there may be some new business or love energy that's going to be occurring for you, but it's all about creating a sacred circle of energy and commitment to each other, which sounds like a lot of fun. I hope you let me know what that is, because that sounds great. All right, Taylor. Good evening, Taylor. I like this card. This is the business card, and it is Venus. Venus comes to us to help us with business, believe it or not. And when you use her love energy in business, in creating, it causes money to flow. So there's money on the trees as well as hearts. So anything that you would like to create in business right now, call on Venus to guide you and help you, because you want to be from a place of love and appreciation. And, knowing you the way that I do, our knowledgeable self gets very regimented on how to do things. And that works well in some forms of business, but in others, you really need to access your divine flow. And so to do that, really open that heart chakra and really put yourself in a place where that is how you're going to connect. I always love when an alarm goes off when we're in the middle of something. So, sweetheart, tap into Venus and let her do the work for you and with you. All right. Let's see who's next. Margaret Spooner. All right. This one is the denial card. The denial card is from the Divine Helpers. And basically in this card, it says there's times when we only look at what we want to see. And so we sometimes avoid. The card actually has one eye, a hand over one eye. There are times when we avoid seeing things because we don't want to have to experience that. And the divine is kind of that your divine helpers are putting a spotlight on those things that you are not paying attention to. And know that they have just as much meaning and just as much truth for you. Sometimes we deny looking at things out of fear. And in reality, there's nothing wrong with what's going on. It's just a matter of, we might have to do something that's a little bit harder or takes a little bit longer. And that, we may not want to witness that. But just step into the denial energy and really look at things that you might be avoiding. Sometimes we don't have that conversation with a loved one and hold on to our anger. And when we deny that, it fuels and fuels until it turns into something bigger. So take a look at that, because your divine helpers are here to guide you on that. All right, Amy. Amy, so your card is the Lost card from the Healer Guides. Sometimes that can be an actual loss, like, grieving from losing someone. It can be losing a sense of yourself. We sometimes, want to be someone or want to try to do a job that's really not what the divine has in store for us. And we go through a period of loss. And in this period of loss is so much opportunity for growth. I recently went through a number of losses in the fall, and each loss was really hard and difficult in the moment, but it has created so much space for me to do my mission and my job so much more fully. It expanded my energy in a new way. It is allowing me to reach even more people than I ever imagined. And so even though I had that really strong loss, there was so much better after that. And that's what the Healer Guides are reminding you, to be gentle with yourself, allow yourself to go through the grieving process, even if it wasn't a person that you lost. I lost friendships and relationships and income and stability, and all of those things were, I had to go through a grieving process on each of those things as well. So really allow yourself to feel all of your feelings and ask your Healer Guides to take care of you as you're doing that. Please drink lots of water, get lots of rest, and self-care is so important when you're going through this type of energy, because it can be an upheaval of sorts and we can get burnt out really quickly, which can lead to illness. So really take care and reach out to your support team too, anyone you can turn to help you through the energy. And hopefully it'll be a quick dose through. Judy. All right. Your card is family, and it is the Holy Spirit. So this is, I love that this is a dove bringing an olive branch to the family home. And that's really what this is about. It's a time to bring, peace to the family, to your family, and that can include your spirit family. So your soul family, your friends, and as well as your loved ones. And it's creating peace within yourself so that you don't react to the stressors that family are known for. We often get stuck in our ways and aren't willing to shift. And there has to be someone within the family who's willing to reach out and create a new relationship. So you are the one who is stepping forward at this time with the support and love of the Holy Spirit. And as that comes through for you, it is really encompassing you to create a new family energy around love and peace and connection, which is a great thing at this time of year. For those of you who are in the season of Lent, it's a time to really shift the energy and come into a place of loving kindness. So that's a beautiful card. So Amy said it was so on the nose for Lindsay. Perfect. I'm just making sure there's nobody. Oh, perfect. So Margaret said, not sure what she's blocking, but she will try meditation. Margaret, that is one of the best things. Often we don't notice we're blocking it because we haven't been seeing it for a long time. But what often happens is that all of a sudden, now that it's been brought to your attention, there'll be something, a pattern that you may have with somebody else, a belief system that no longer floats for you. Maybe you were raised a certain way and it doesn't hold true for you now as an adult. It could be something like that. So I'm just checking in to see what else. Yes. Amy, not clear on this, could have come up from going to a wake for a not so big loss. Yes, it can be not such a big loss, but it can trigger for you, like the loss that you went to, the wake that you went to may not have been big for you, but it may stir up old loss that you have had in the past. Even if it's something like lost friendships or lost communication with other people. So all of that can definitely start stirring things up for you. So I'm glad, Judy, that you enjoyed it. So that looks like everybody who asked for a card that I can see. If I forgot, type it in the comments and just say yes, please, or you would like a card, and I will do so. For those of you who are watching in the future, just know that I will be paying attention to the comments for the next few days. So feel free to leave it in the comments and I will type it in for you as soon as I see it. Thanks again to you guys for being here. I really appreciate being able to help you connect with your soul and to help give you messages, because that really is part of my purpose. My purpose is to heal the healers so that you can do what you are meant to do on this soul journey that you're on, and so that I may as well. And for those of you who know animal totems, we have had ladybugs all over the place. It was on my shoulder, it's on my drinking glass, it was on the computer, and on the books right next to the computer. So somebody look up ladybugs and see what our energy is with that. But I know they're very good luck when they come in. So have a beautiful night. For those of you who are in New England area, tomorrow night is the full moon healer share here at Trinity Healing Sanctuary from 6 to 8 p.m. We do a meditation to connect to the energy of the full moon. And we also do healings for people. Whether you're a healer or not, you are welcome. And we have a lovely time doing that. And it allows my students to practice, and it allows anybody else to practice who would like to. So if you are in the area, feel free to come on by. And with that, I'm going to wish you all a beautiful evening. Thanks, Lindsay and Chris. I'm glad Chris tuned in. And I will see you guys next week. Tuesday afternoon at noon Eastern Time is the Chakra Sessions radio show. And then every Wednesday night at 7 p.m., we do this healing meditation with soul connections. So have a great night. Love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye.